In this video, I'm going to show you how you can promote products and services on the Digistore24 platform. I'm going to show you behind the scenes of the Digistore marketplace and where you can source products that you actually want to promote and where to get your affiliate links and so forth. And then I'm going to show you the process of how you can actually promote that link through various avenues from on social media and even through your email list. And I will show you the correct process of setting this up. So keep watching till the end of the video and I will show you this complete process step by step. Hi, I'm Peter and welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel, and here I'm going to actually walk you through the entire process of promoting products and services through the Digistore platform, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what you need to do so that you can promote it in the right way using different media channels or your emails, and what exactly you need to set up in order to get started. So before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated with future content, and also feel free to share the video. Also, if you are looking for an honest way to get started on your own online journey and want to figure out the steps in which to do so, make sure to check out the link below this video to find out more. So how do we go about actually getting started with promoting products within the Digistore platform? There is actually a certain structure to the process to get started, and the way I'm going to show you in this is we're going to set up essentially what's called a funnel, where we're going to be driving traffic to what's called an opt-in page that will in turn capture your email, and that'll drive you then to a sales page or a thank you page. And essentially this would be the correct way to do it, because if you're looking to build an actual business online, even though you may have different social media avenues in which you can drive traffic, you still need to be able to have some sort of leverage, and the best way to do that is to actually capture emails and build up an email list, because once you build up an email list you will actually have direct access to people that are actually looking for what you're actually promoting and are actually willing to buy, and you can gain direct access to them through that. Because yes, you can use social media itself on its own right and you will get sales, but it's not as targeted, and the problem is a lot of people can tend to drop off somewhere through the opt-in process. But at least if you can gain their emails, even if they may not buy through your direct link at that point in time, you will still have that email there so that you can actually pitch to them later on at a different stage so that you can get them to re-engage with the initial purchase. So you can go through a whole process of getting everything set up. So essentially I'm going to break this into two parts, where I'm going to use this video here to show you how to get started with promotion of products and services and how to set up your opt-ins and so forth, and then in my next video I'll be showing you how you can actually make money on through your product promotions using these platforms, your email lists and social media, etc. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. So essentially when you're getting started, I've actually just done a simple funnel template. I've just used my Funnelytics account. You can start an account at funnelytics.io. I've also done a previous video on this if you want to check it out, where I've done a review and demo showing you actually how to set up a simple funnel. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. But this is a good way to show a visual representation of how you want things to actually work. So essentially in my case I've got a YouTube channel, and what I want to do is I want to be able to promote products on the likes of Digistore with my affiliate link that I will get off it in a moment. And essentially I want to create content based around whatever product it is that I'm looking to promote, to get people warmed up and so that people can understand what the product is about and to see people's opinions and so forth. And then you want to be able to provide your link through your product description or your page description so that you can drive people to it and then drive them to an opt-in page that you can use to capture their email. And then once you've done that, once they've opted in to your email, you can give them whatever kind of incentive in order to opt in. You can give them like a free lead magnet, or you can give them like a free video, like a training video or something. In my case you can set up a special video on your YouTube channel, but you can set it to unlisted, that it's not public, so the only way they will gain access to that free training is if they opt in and give them your email address. Once you get their email address, they will be then put into your email or responder sequence, where you can set up a sequence of emails that you can later promote to them. And once they've opted in, that's how they'll get access to that specific video that you mentioned. with the free training. So they will need to not only confirm their email address, but they will need to confirm it in order to gain access to another email that will be sent out automatically after that, once you've set it up, to a link to that actual video that I mentioned. And then you can go through the whole process of actually promoting and providing value, and then eventually promoting the product that you're looking to promote. And it's a good way to kind of fall back on as a result, because if people opt in through your email, they will be mainly directly to a sales page where they will purchase the product. So if they purchase it, you will get a commission, so then you can send them to a thank you page then after that, or in between. It depends on how you set up your funnel. But in a lot of cases, what can happen, and does it happen a lot, is somewhere between the process, sometimes people get either distracted, or there could be any number of things. Life actually happens, and people, even though they are instinctively looking to buy, by getting distracted, they somehow fall off and they don't actually purchase the product. But the advantage you have of is by capturing their email, that will still give you the advantage to promote to them that actual product that they were looking for again at a later stage. So if they didn't not buy it on that day, a couple of days later when you send out your sequence of emails, that can be used to remind them of that product, so that you can warm them up again, so that they can eventually buy. And then once they buy, you will earn a commission on top of that. So it's essentially an ideal way to not only promote your brand and yourself, provide value, but also to help you build and scale your business. Now, you can promote your opt-in pages and your content through any sort of means. If you've got a blog, if you have social media channels like Pinterest, Facebook, Mix.com, Twitter, even likes of banner ads that you will see usually appear on websites and so forth, you can use them as a way to drive traffic to your opt-in page. So essentially in this video we're going to go through the process of finding a product on the Digistore platform that we can promote. We're going to find out exactly what the platform or the content is about that we will be promoting. We'll have a look at the sales page and see if there is any other features that we can use, and I'll explain what type of things that you can actually use to help further gain promotion, so you give yourself more avenues. But not only that, we'll get our affiliate link so that we can actually start promoting and we can get to work. But essentially what we're going to do is, as well as a case of just for safety practices, because a lot of beginners fall into this trap, is that when they do get to this point and when they get their affiliate link, it's very, very easy to get carried away and want to just start promoting or just start spamming your affiliate link everywhere, hoping that someone will buy. And primarily that actually won't work, because people will see that and it just comes across as spam, and that can be very dangerous for your business. Because if you do have any social media profiles like Facebook, Pinterest for example, they don't really like that. So if you have to give some sort of value or some reason as to why people should click on that promotion. If you just send out direct links, the chances are your account will get suspended or even banned permanently, which is something you don't want to do. So you want to do it in a legitimate way by providing value, and again, like I said, capturing emails, so that way then you can promote at a later stage and build up your business. So what we're also going to do is I'm actually going to walk you through the process of actually setting up a simple opt-in page, or bridge page as we call it, so that we can actually capture the emails that we need and then send them then to that initial page that we're looking for. And that way then it will actually save us from actually just posting direct affiliate links on social media. What will happen is we'll be setting up a link that will go directly to this bridge page to overcome that, and then we can put our affiliate link within that bridge page, so that when someone opts into our email, we'll get their email, but they'll also be sent directly down to the initial service that they're looking for. So again, we're just going to get started and walk through the entire process step by step. And again, I will refer back to this here template here to kind of guide you through as to what point we're at any given time. So make sure to keep watching to the end of the video, and I'm going to show you all these steps, and I'm going to show you how to actually set up this opt-in page as well. And we're going to be using it with Tribe Architect, because this is the platform I use to build my pages. So essentially what you want to do, if you haven't got an account already set up on the platform, you want to actually get signed up. So you will sign up with your email and enter in your details and so forth. I've actually done a previous video on this where I done a review and showed you the steps of how to get signed up. I will actually leave that in the description so you can have a look in at that, show you the steps in which to do so. But anyway, once you've actually gone through the process of getting your account set up, you will then have access to the marketplace, and you do have access to a lot of different products products and services in which you can get involved with. So in this case, because I've got a YouTube channel and the niche that I'm in is the MMO niche, essentially I want to promote something that kind of affiliates or that resonates with the content that I create. So for this case, you want to look on the service. You can search by product name, you can search by vendor, and they have loads of different results. This will be a similar platform to ClickBank in terms of the products that are available, and a lot of the products on this platform will be very similar. So essentially you want to pick a product that you know that you can promote, that actually kind of sits well with you, that you know is worthwhile and that's honest, so that you know that actually even pays really good commissions. In this case you get 50% commission, which is up to $173. And if you're looking to promote a particular product, you want to have a look at the sales page, and you also want to know if they have an affiliate support page. So you can actually come over and have a look at the sales page here. You can read through it just to get a better understanding of the platform in general and see what's on offer. And then you can also go over to the affiliate support page, because essentially what that will entitle you to is to actually have access to a load of ready-made templates, images, ad banners, even videos that's already been done by the vendor themselves to show you actually how to promote content. So you'll want to have something like this. So essentially when you get access to this, you'll have a load of these images here that will show you what you can promote, and you can add that into, like, say, your website banners and other areas so that you can tie your affiliate link to them. So the next thing, once you've made your choice on the product that you want to actually promote, again you can go through all the criteria and see all the statistics and so forth of what's there. And when you're happy enough, you can come over here to this promote now, and essentially what that's going to do is it's going to open up a window where it's actually going to give you your custom affiliate link for this product. So essentially what you want to do is you want to copy this. So you want to highlight it and press Ctrl and C on Windows or Command C on Mac, and you're going to click close. And essentially what you even want to do as a failsafe, just in case you forget where your link is, you can open up a notepad file on your computer, and then you can literally paste the file into the notepad file, and then it's just a case then of just saving the file. That way then you can come back to it at a later stage without you constantly always having to come into the website itself to keep copying the affiliate link. So again, now once you actually have your affiliate link sorted, the next thing we want to do is we want to try and go about promoting it. But like I said earlier, you don't want to go around the likes of your social media channels and literally just start, like in this case in Twitter, and start just posting the tweets and putting up direct affiliate links, or even likes of on Facebook and Twitter and then Pinterest, because you can even get involved with Facebook groups where you can eventually promote to as well. Not all Facebook groups will allow you to do this, some will, but it's just something to note. But you don't want to go around and just constantly be spamming your affiliate link, because it will get your account suspended or banned. So we're going to go through the process of setting that all up. But essentially what you want to do first off is you actually want to shorten your affiliate link. As you can see from the link that's here, it's very long and it does look quite ugly, and a lot of people looking at this link will not want to click on it at all. So you need to kind of shorten it that it will look easier in the eye. So you just come over to a website called bit.ly.com, and you want to paste your affiliate link in here and just click the shorten button, and there you go. It will give you now your new custom shortened link. So again, you can copy that, and even if you want to, you can go back to your notepad and paste that link in there also, so you have it again for a later stage. And the next process, what we're going to do is you can actually set up like an ad, or you can do a pin on likes of Pinterest, but you want to set it up in a way that has something that's of value, like you have something that's worth promoting. Like so in this case, you have kind of like an ad that shows up here on Facebook, or like a post, but you want it to be value driven. So what we're going to do here is you don't want to just send it directly to the actual affiliate link. You want to create a bridge page like I mentioned. So we're actually going to go through that process of setting up a bridge page, or the opt-in page as I mentioned, and then we can send our traffic from the likes of, say, a post like this here, or a pin to that opt-in page, and then we can collect an email which will then send on to the sales page. But we will also have collected their email so we can promote to them further at a later stage. So that's the next step. Right, so in order to proceed with this next step, you're first of all going to actually have to have a website. So if you've actually got WordPress installed, now essentially you'll need some sort of hosting provider, depending on which one that you want to use. Again, that's a whole different video pretty much on itself. I actually have done previous videos on likes of Bluehost and other kind of hosting domains and so forth. I'll leave links to them in the description so you can check them out, just to give you an idea. But in order for you to get started on this, now this is only if you're really starting out and you're not really sure of what to do, essentially you will need to get a hosting provider. and then get your website set up. Most, if not all, hosting providers will already have a WordPress integration feature on it, so literally you can set up WordPress in only a few clicks. So essentially, once you have WordPress actually set up, it's a case of that you just come in and you can set up a new page. So in this case, I have a new page actually ready to set up and ready to go. But also for this process to really work, especially as we're building a bridge page, as I mentioned, to capture emails, we're also going to be using what's called a page builder. Now there's a lot of them out there. There's a load of main ones, the likes of ClickFunnels, and there's loads of other ones. There's Groove Pages, Elementor. In this one here, I'm going to be using Thrive Architect. If you're not familiar with Thrive Architect, again, I've done a lot of videos on my channel. I'll leave links, again, I'll leave a link to a playlist so that you can check it out. But essentially this will be the tool that we'll be using. But if you're not familiar with it, it's definitely a really good tool that's worth looking into. So we'll just crack on anyway. So once you've created a new page, so essentially when you come onto your WordPress dashboard, you can come on to the side panel here and you can, where it shows pages, just add new, and this will add in a new page. So essentially just give it a name, and then we can click on publish where this blue button is over here. Right, so once that's ready to go, we're just going to actually launch Thrive Architect. So you just click on this big button here. For this here now, you will have to set up Thrive Architect on your WordPress dashboard. You will need to actually buy into the Thrive theme suite. I'll leave a link down in the description so that you can go and check it out if it is a platform that you might want to use. Again, there's loads of them out there, but in my opinion, the Thrive theme suite is definitely one of the best and is definitely a very affordable option. But again, once you've installed it, you will come on to this page here and you're just going to click launch Thrive Architect. Okay, so now Thrive Architect has opened up page. Essentially what we want to do is we want to open up a new page. So we want to come over here onto the right hand side. You'll see an options bar and you want to click on change template, and again here it's going to give you a list of a load of different types of templates that you can actually use for this here. But essentially all we're going to do is I'm just going to have a look, and we're going to use just a blank template, start from scratch. So we're just going to find this one here, just going to click on this, and we're just going to click on choose template. So now with this page actually opened up, you will be greeted with just this text line that's actually here on this page. So we're going to be using this primarily just as a heading. So we're literally going to be just adding in a few details, and we'll structure the page, and then I'll show you how to add in an opt-in form and how we can connect it to our autoresponder, so that way then we can start then utilizing and collecting emails. So first thing to do is we're going to just change this heading. So once we've actually changed text here, we can set it. Now it's already a heading 1, but we're just going to center it, and then we can come over, we can move this out of the way just for ease of use, and you can come over onto the left hand side here, and it gives you a load of different options on the panel. We can change the line spacing if we want it to be on the top or the bottom, and we can change the font size if we so wish. So I'll leave it at about 30. We can even change the actual font as well. We can try look for Google fonts, web-safe fonts, and Howard type fonts. Again, it's totally up to yourself how you see fit. So the next thing then to do, then once we've actually got the title out of the way, we're going to add in a few other elements. So in this here, we're actually going to click on this plus arrow, and it's actually going to give us some additional elements here that we can actually add into our list page. So again, what we're going to do is we can add in a content block, but in this case we're just going to add in a text element. And what we need to do is we need to actually drag it in, and as you can see, as we're dragging it, you can see where it's highlighted over the box that the original text was on, so we can actually put it above or below. As you can see there, we can put it below. So then it's the case, then we can just go through the process of adding in all the text and adding in a few more details, and we can just continue on with the process. So I'll jump in and add a few details here, and I'll come back when it's done. But eventually the process is the exact same as you would when we set up the title head. Right, so I've just added in a quick bit of text onto this segment here, just to kind of give you an idea of what you can actually put in. So with that there, once you've added in there, it will look kind of funny when you've added in with the font size and so forth, but then what you can do is you can change the line height, you can change the letter spacing and so forth. In this case, all we're going to literally do is just change the length spacing so that it's actually a wee bit closer together, and from here then we can actually change text size, and if we want to we can actually just edit it a wee bit further. So we can change the line spacing, we can have it spaced out. We can change the line height if we want to bring it up. We can make it bold, make it italic. For this case we're going to center align it, and we can also change the font color if we so wish. So again, you want to actually change it to a color that's going to be appealing, that's going to capture people's attention. So once you've selected a color over here on the color chart, you just want to click apply. So once you've actually gone through the process of tweaking the text and the formats and so forth, you'll be good to go then. So again, you can just take your time, have a bit of fun and play around with it until you've gotten a setup that you actually like, that's going to be easy for you to work with. We're just going to add in a few other simple elements and we can quickly move on. So we're just going to add in just another text element. Again, I'm just going to drop it below. We're just going to add in a few more features, and then we'll get into adding in the opt-in box. So again, it's just the same procedure pretty much as before. Again, once you have the text added in, you can just center it. So now we're going to add in the opt-in box. So again, once you've added in this feature here, you can scroll all the way down until you find a segment that allows you to add in emails. You should be able to find it. You just have to scroll through until you get to it. So again, it'll be this one here, lead generation. So again, you want to come in and you want to add it below the text. Right, so once we've added in this lead generation box here, we're going to need to edit it. So what you want to do is you want to click on it to highlight it, and you should actually get a list of options here. If not, sometimes you may have more options up here on the top bar. What you want to do is you'll want to come back. There should be links on here to actually go back a step, so you should be able to go on to one of those links, but if not, you should be good to go. But anyway, once you've highlighted it, we're just going to click on edit form elements, and then it's going to go on to this window here, so we can edit each of these individual elements. So we can change the names and the email of these here. So we're going to leave these two here as they are, so people know exactly what details they need to enter into each box. But it is here, we're going to actually change this. So again, we're just going to highlight that, and then we're literally going to change the font size to make it a lot bigger, and we're going to bold it to make it stand out. And again, we're just going to leave the font size as on white. So we're just going to leave that as it is. We'll just leave it on that one there for now. So you can just select it when you're done. Again, it'll be in white. So when you're happy enough with your selection, you can just click on done. Also, to make sure at various points you want to save your work as well. So you want to click on the save work icon down at the very bottom. So now essentially with those changes actually made, what we want to do is we want to add in our autoresponder. So you'll come up here, and where it says connection, you will get this box that will show up, and in this case, depending on which autoresponder you've connected to, you will need to purchase an autoresponder. But in my case, I'm using Aweber, but there's loads of other ones. There's GetResponse, there's ConvertKit, there's loads of different ones out there. Essentially though, you want to actually pick a platform that is user friendly and that actually does allow for affiliate marketing. The likes of Aweber, GetResponse are some of the best known platforms out there, and they're very user friendly in terms of for affiliate marketers to use. I wouldn't recommend using the likes of MailChimp or MailerLite because they don't like affiliate marketing at all, and you will get your accounts banned on those platforms, so I wouldn't advise using them. You will need to opt into paid platforms such as Aweber and so forth. So in this case, I actually have it, so I'm just going to click on that, and you're just going to select the list that you actually have that you want to save your contacts to. Don't have to worry about tags or anything like that, unless you have specific campaigns and stuff set up so that you can send them straight directly into a campaign. But in this case, we don't actually have that, so we're just going to click apply. So the next thing then we're actually going to do is we need to change the width of this box, because as you can see here, it's very big and it's very ugly looking, and it's not very appealing because it's the full width of the page, and again, this wouldn't be really optimized properly for mobile users. So we're going to change that just really quickly. Again, as you come down here onto the left hand side panel bar, you have loads of different tabs that you can open up where you can change different kind of elements, but in this one we want layout and position, and essentially we're just going to change a few of these features here. So we're going to set the alignment to center align as it already is, but what we want to do is we want to change the width and height. Well, we can leave the height as it is, we want to change the width because we want it to scale it into the center of the page. So in this here, you can either type in whatever number you think this would be suited, but if not, all you have to do is just click on the left mouse button and you can click and drag it up once this thing is actually highlighted, and you'll be able to scale it up and down. As you can see it there, once I drag it down, you can see points actually starting to get smaller and smaller. So this is getting a lot easier now to look into. So that actually looks a lot tidier there. But again, you want the box to be relevant so that at least people coming onto mobile can actually see it. That's actually going to stand out. So with that there, just going to save. What I'll probably do is I'll make that button a little bit bigger. So again, just going to edit form elements, and just going going to highlight this button, and all we are going to do is make it actually a wee bit bigger. So once you are in the form button here that you can change, you can set it up here that actually you can set it up to different size and alignments. So you want one that actually does stand out. So once you've made the initial changes, we're good to go. So you can click done. So there we are now. So that's your form pretty much ready to go. So again, we're just going to save our work. So one last thing, most important thing that we need to do here is, before we actually get started, or before we move on, is we need to get our affiliate link, because we're going to need to put it in here so that people will actually be driven to the offer or service that you're promoting. Because ideally what's going to happen is here, in order for them to get to your promotion, they're going to need to add in their email address here. Once they do that and they click get started now, they will be driven then to the sales page of that product. But at the same time, you will have already captured their email, because this will do the whole process, and that email address will go straight to your autoresponder file list, so you won't need to worry about that. So like I mentioned from before, when we actually have our affiliate link, or if you've saved it on your notepad, and in this case you can actually get away with actually copying and pasting either your shortened link or your full affiliate link. It's okay to do it on this type of page, just not on like a social media post like I mentioned, but on this page it's okay. So what you want to do is come over here under the main options under the lead generation, and what you want to do is here you'll see this option here where it says redirect to custom URL, so that's already good to go. And all that you're going to do is here where it says target URL, just that you're going to paste our link in there and just press enter, and then we're good to go. So then we're going to make sure we're going to save our work. Right, so with that now saved, before we've actually moved on with anything, first off we actually want to test this page, make sure that it actually is optimized for mobile devices also, because most of the traffic that you will be getting will be from mobile devices, from tablets and mobile phones. So you have an option down here at the bottom of the page where you can test it out in different devices, so you have a tablet and your mobile phones. We're just going to click on this here, and you can see here that just needs a little bit of work, so we're just going to change the line spacing on this here. I'm just going to change font, just going to highlight everything, and we're just going to change the line height. Just going to edit in a few features just so that it actually looks a wee bit better and more presentable. So once you're happy enough with your change, then we're just going to check the mobile segment, and again ideally what you want to do is you want to have everything kind of on the one, so that everything can be seen on the one page. So essentially we're just going to do the same thing again, just make a few subtle changes again so that everything can actually be seen. So in this case we're just going to highlight the box, going to edit the form, and again we're just going to change that size there, change that box. So again there it's nice and tidy there. You can see that everybody can see the opt-in boxes, you can see the button, and everything's pretty much good to go. So when you're happy enough with that, just click on done, and what you want to do is just make sure that you check over the pages again, because sometimes it can actually change out a few things, so you want to just quickly just change a few things out. One final thing to point out before we actually move ahead with this here is you'll also just want to add in another text element, and you'll want to place it in underneath the contents of the page, because essentially what you're going to be doing is to add in a privacy policy section for your website, because you will need this for legal reasons. So what you want to do is, if you have any disclaimers on your website, which ideally you will have, because with you doing affiliate marketing you'll need to have some sort of disclaimer to state that the links that people will be clicking on, that you will get an affiliate commission based off the links that they're clicking on. It's just to let them know, so it's just to put them at peace of mind. So again you're just going to quickly just update that. So again we're just going to center that there, and won't worry too much about this for now, because essentially if you actually do have a page like a privacy policy page on your website, which in this case here I do here, you will need to link to that. So essentially you will get the link to that page, and you will come up here, and once you've gotten the link to that page you will add it in here. You'll see the URL, so you just paste the URL in there and click insert, and that will be linked to your page or your disclaimer page. So then when you go to view this in a mobile device, or if a user's coming in and they want to see that you have a legitimate policy in place, they'll literally be able to click on that link that you have on that text there, and it will take them to that page, so they'll know that you're your content is legitimate. So that's this page actually done, and we're pretty much nearly ready to go in terms of promoting. But what I'll do is I'll leave a link to this actual page here if you want to actually download it as a free sample, just so that you can test it out. You can actually come in, if you've Tribe Architect, you will actually need Tribe Architect for this. But again, I will leave this template down in the link in the description so that you can actually download it and install it on your platform as well if you do have Tribe Architect, and literally just play around with it and just see how things actually work. And then literally it's just a case of you just playing around with it and tweaking it and adding in your own links, and you can change the size of the text, you can do whatever you want with it. It's just, at least it'll give you a good foundation to kind of get started. So I'll leave a link down in the description, so make sure to download that. What you'll also want to do on this process as well is when you've got your page actually set up, is you want to actually preview, but you also want to test it out. So you want to come in and you want to add in your own name and email and opt into your own list now that you have it set up, because that way then you'll be able to see if it's working. So you can straight away go into your autoresponder and you will see that your email should actually pop into your list. So just take note of that when you're setting all this up. It's just a good process to go through to make sure everything's working. Right, so with your page now actually set up and you know now that everything actually works, the next thing that you want to actually do is when you're looking to set up like a proper promotion and so forth, essentially when you've built up a few, essentially when you've actually acquired a few email addresses, you want to effectively start actually setting up an actual email campaign. Not everybody will have bought the product directly through the opt-in page once they've actually signed up, so they won't. But in a lot of cases, that's where your emails will actually come in. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to set up a whole email process so that you can promote to them at a later stage. But even at that, you can also use the social media route as well, because now that you've got your page set up, what you're going to do is you're going to copy the link to that page, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come in and create a Facebook post, something similar to what I like of here that I have in one of my pages, and you're going to come up with a nice image. You're going to do a nice set of copy with text to kind of promote product that you're actually doing. As you can see here, there's a bit more detail in this here. So essentially it's not hard to set up a post on Facebook. You will literally just come up to the top here and just write a post. You write in the details, you can add in a photo, and essentially when you're done you will be left with something like this, because essentially you will add a link to your opt-in page in that post, and once you have the image there, it will actually be more visually appealing, so people can kind of have an idea of what you're actually promoting and what you're offering. So that way then once they see this type of link here, they will click on it and then it will take them then to your opt-in page. And the same thing can be pretty much done from here on out with Twitter. So if you wanted to create a tweet, essentially you could do the same thing, and you could go through the whole process of setting up a unique and stylized kind of paragraph based off the content that you want to write. So again, you can do up a proper ad. So even with the likes of Facebook, you can set it up and you will get clicks to the post that you put up depending on your page and how relevant it is and if it does get traffic. But even at that, you can boost your posts, or if you want to go further a later stage when you've gained up more confidence and more experience, you can also look into doing advertisements, and you can do advertisements on the likes of Facebook. You can also do ads on Twitter, you can even do ads on Pinterest, even YouTube itself. So even on Pinterest, you can even create pins. So you can create an ad, you can create a pin or a product. So again, you just add in your title here, and then you will add in your actual description. So you will add in your description of what the pin is actually about, and then down here you will add in your destination link. Now the one thing I will state is as well is sometimes Pinterest doesn't like you using the likes of shortened links. Sometimes it won't register it, but you can use your standard link. But if you've already got your sales funnel page set up, this here will be okay, it'll be good to go. So you shouldn't have a problem with this here at all, because the affiliate link will be on this page. It won't actually be set up on the direct pin itself. Now essentially what you'll want to do is you'll want to create a nice and high quality image, and you can do that using multiple different types of tools. Essentially you'll want to create your own custom graphics or image that you can place on this segment here, and a good platform to get started with this, especially if you're only starting out, would be to go over to canva.com. They actually have a free version that you can use, and Canva has tons of exceptionally high quality templates that you can utilize literally get started. They have anything pretty much for any platform, and in this circumstance they have already pre-designed templates for Pinterest with the correct dimensions, so you never have to worry about all those features, about worrying about getting the sizing wrong or anything like that. Literally when you click on the template, it will open up in the correct orientation and resolution. And it's just a case then of adding in whatever type of content that you want, and then it's just a case that you can actually edit the content or so forth. I've actually done previous videos on using Canva. Again, I'll leave links to them in the description so that you can check them out. This here will be an excellent platform for you to utilize if you're looking to go down this route as well. But again, the one thing I will stress with the likes of Pinterest, yes, this is a work, but you don't want to go crazy with spamming and following loads of people hoping that they'll follow you back and so forth. But again, that's a whole different concept. I will be doing more videos on Pinterest at a later date, so keep an eye out for those. But it's just something that you want to be aware of, because you don't want to go around spamming your content everywhere, because more than likely Pinterest will ban your account, because they are very, very strict on terms of their usage policies on how people use the platform. And primarily Facebook is the same, so it's just something to be aware of. But once you've got all those features here, this is some avenues that you can utilize to actually then promote your products and your services. But again, going back to the funnel, once you even have that element set up, you still want to promote using emails. So once you've actually built up a substantial number of emails on your list, again, you want to promote this product further, or even promote other products. But again, once you've gotten people signed in, you want to set up an automated campaign through your autoresponder, whether it be Aweber or GetResponse. But what you want to do first off, just to point out, is you want to create and provide value, because you want to build up trust for your users. Someone coming into your platform doesn't really know who you are, they don't really know what you're about, and they want to be able to find out who you are. And the best way to do that is to be totally honest and transparent about what it is that you're trying to do. Because if you get someone into your email list and then all you do every single email is try to promote, where you're trying to sell them something, oh look at this platform, look at this, if you get this and this, and if you're constantly selling, they're going to quickly get sick of that and they're going to unsubscribe from your list, which is not what you want to do. So you want to set up a custom campaign of about 3 to 4, maybe 5 emails, and actually go through the process of warming people up and providing value first and foremost. And then when you've gotten to that end point of your campaign, then you can provide a sales pitch to them in one of your emails. And then that's where you can actually utilize your affiliate link that I mentioned earlier, that you can pop into the email, and you can do it in the body of the email. And then when they click on that link, that will drive them directly to the sales page of the product that we're using here as an example here from Digistore. And then you have a higher chance of them converting, because again, through your email you have direct avenue to your buyers. So the people that are opting into your list are more likely to buy from you, because you have something to offer them that they are looking for, so you can provide them with a solution. So essentially you want to be providing solutions. You want to look at their problem and see if you can help them and provide a solution to that. So if you can provide that solution, you will make money. So email is the best way to do it if done in the right way. So again, I've talked about this process here and some of the avenues in terms of social media and how you can promote on this here, and you can share your posts out. You can get your friends to share posts out as well to give it more leverage if you want. But email is primarily what you're looking to build, because essentially email is the nuts and bolts of your business, and it will potentially be long into the future. So as long as you build up that trust and people can know, like and trust you, you will have potential followers for life, and they will always buy from you. If not straight away, but they will come back to you in the months and years to come, especially if you can show them that they can trust you. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through setting up emails and in the next video, and I'm actually going to show you how you can actually make money with the platform using the emails. Again, even through social media, but more primarily on emails. So I'm actually going to walk through the process of setting up an actual campaign, and I'll show you actually how to structure out an email, or an email sequence, so that you can actually get an idea of how to provide value, so that eventually you can build up that trust with people, and how to automate it. So that way then it can lead to gaining sales, because you have a higher chance of someone buying from you through your emails than you do through social media. Even though social media does have a more of a massive outreach, but a lot of the times it isn't as targeted, whereas with someone coming into your email list, it's a direct target. There's more higher chance that they will buy from you. So again, I'm going to walk you through that process and how you can actually do that in the next video, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Also make sure to check out and download the template that we created as well. It's just so that if you do have the Thrive Architect platform, now essentially this will work for any type of funnel building platform, but primarily this here will work with Tribe Architect because that's what this file was created with, so you'll need to have Tribe Architect for this. But again, if you have ClickFunnels, if you have Elementor, Groove Pages, you can still follow along here with this tutorial like I mentioned and still utilize the similar steps, but the tools will be slightly different. But again, if you're able to follow along, by all means do so. But make sure to download the template if it is something that you want to get started with. At least it'll give you a bit of a head start on your journey. So again, I'll leave that link down in the description, so download that. Okay, so that's it now for this video in this series so far, and I've gone through the whole process of explaining to you how to promote products on the Digistore platform, how to set up a simple funnel that you can actually utilize to actually get started so that you can capture emails, and some ways of promoting through social media and so forth. And again, even if you want to watch this video over a couple of times just so you can understand it, because you may not understand everything the first time round that you see it, but if you watch it a few times over, that's the best way to learn, because it'll grain itself in your brain so that you'll be able to become more effective at it, and the more you practice the better you'll get. That's the best way to do it. So I hope you found the content here in this video to be helpful. If you have, make sure to leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated of future content, and also feel free to share the video. Also, if you are looking for an honest way to get started on your own online journey, make sure to check out the link below this video to find out more. And I will see you all in the next one.